Meet Amanda Salas, your vibrant entertainment anchor on Good Day LA. With over 16 years in the biz, she's been everywhere from Hollywood Today Live to Marvel's She-Hulk. Amanda's journey has taken her around the globe, covering everything from film junkets to award shows. A cancer survivor and fierce advocate, and champions animal rescue with her Furry Friday segment. Whether it's cars, stars, or heartwarming stories, Amanda's got it all covered.
Hi there. Action.
Amanda, who are you and what do you do?
My name's Amanda Salas, and I am the entertainment anchor on Good Day LA. You gotta wake up and know what's happening in Hollywood. I watch all the TV shows, all the movies, and scroll TikTok at late hours of the evening, all for everyone. I know, somebody has to do it, but it's better to have everyone be in the know than not know.
How does work affect your home life, your spouse?
So my spouse will tell you that he, probably against his will, knows about all the current TikTok trends, and also knows how to take a really great photo because he is an Instagram husband.
Does marriage live up to the hype?
Marriage does live up to the hype. I am in that newlywed bubble, but I hope it lasts for a long time. We balance each other out.
What's a challenge you're currently working to overcome?
I will, at some point, get my closet to where I need it to be. I have donated clothes, I'm trying to keep it organized, but my goodness, 2 years later, I will finally get my closet to where it needs to be. It will happen.
What personal quality are you most proud of?
The personal quality I'm most proud of is my optimism. I was voted most optimistic in middle school, and I feel that I've carried that on no matter what situation I'm in. I try very hard to look at the glass half full.
What's a lesson you've learned that changed your perspective?
A very harsh lesson I've learned that changed my perspective is cancer. That has made me open my eyes to not sweating the small stuff. And sometimes when I get upset about something that then I look back and it was so small, I remember, hey, I've been through bigger. I can do this.
What's a social post you're excited to share but haven't yet?
Ooh, my wedding video. I just got my wedding video, all 5 minutes of her. And I'm excited to share that, except for some reason my videographer cut out the laughs because I made a couple funnies in my vows. And so it looks like nobody reacted, but they did. You had to be there.
What's a habit you're trying to break?
I'm trying to keep my phone charged. If you know me, you know that I will probably ask to borrow your charger. I should really invest in a portable charger all these years later.
What's something that's important to you?
I am on the board for the Greater Los Angeles Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and I'm really proud to help beat and battle blood cancer, not only for myself, but for the many warriors that need hope and need funds and need some inspiration.
Do you prefer a sweet treat or a savory snack when you need a pick-me-up?
She doesn't just have a sweet tooth, she's got sweet teeth. Give me anything gummy, give me anything sour, give me anything sweet. Lock me in a candy store overnight and throw away the key, because that's it. If it's sour and it's fruity or tropical, just get in my belly.
What's a song that always lifts your spirits?
Any song from a musical will lift my spirit. From Wicked to Les Mis, there's something about One Day More that gives me hope. I actually listened to it while I was in treatment. One day more. Thespians know. If you know, you know.
What's your go-to shoes?
I'm not afraid to admit that I do own a pair of Crocs. They are very comfortable, and people who knock Crocs have never actually tried on a pair of Crocs because they actually are very comfortable. I wouldn't say for my go-to day, I love myself some slides. The cushy ones that feel like clouds, because if you're just on the go and running errands, you feel like you're floating. And I just love them, they're comfortable.
Window view or aisle seat on a plane?
This is a very good question. The view when I haven't been to a certain destination before, because I really want to see it while we're landing and I want to see all the sights as much as I can. If I've been to a place before, just give me an aisle seat so I can get to the bathroom, get out of the plane. You want to get off the plane, get to the bathroom, so I'm gonna need an aisle. But if it's a destination I haven't been to, it's window all the way.
Which TV character do you find most relatable right now?
This is such a good question, such a hard question. How much time do we have? I'm really like going through the genres right now. Okay. I'm rewatching Girls on HBO. So I'll say this is like a good rewatch. This is kind of, in a way, a prequel to Sex and the City, if you will. So I find that relatable when they're trying to make rent, when they're trying to figure life out, friendships, love, careers. So I think collectively all 4 of the girls on HBO's show Girls is pretty relatable.
What's an experience that pushed you outside of your comfort zone?
Getting married. That and planning a wedding. Planning a wedding as a Gemini, whoo, there's a different kind of torture. I mean, Geminis are known for not being able to make decisions. So planning a wedding as a Gemini, my heart goes out to all of us.
A piece of clothing everyone should own.
A hoodie. Everybody has to have a hoodie. It keeps you warm. You can keep your keys and your phone in the pockets. If you're having a bad hair day, you just throw up the hood. It's great. It's versatile. It's a utilitarian type item, and it looks chic and cute.
What's a piece of advice you often find yourself giving to others?
One piece of advice I give to others is a piece of advice that my first oncologist gave to me. Because people want to ask, how are you when you're fighting cancer and going through that battle? And let's just face it, you're not great. So instead of always having to say, I'm not good, he said to me to have my friends ask if it's a rock or pebble day. Because some days you'll step on pebbles, some days you'll step on rocks. But every step you take is one step closer to healing.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
If there's an elevator and you press the elevator button and it opens and there are people on that elevator, let the people off the elevator before you go into the elevator. Same goes for a restaurant or frankly any office building. When the door opens and people are trying to get out, they come first and then you go inside. Isn't that, you guys know that, right? Okay, thank you.
Do you prefer classic or modern jewelry?
I think you can't go wrong with classic. I think a nice simple diamond, a pearl necklace, a diamond stud, a hoop. I love a hoop. Am I wearing hoops today? Yeah, I am. They're like a variation of a hoop, but yeah, a nice gold or silver hoop. I love the classics.
Do you ever Google yourself?
Yes. Because yes. I'd say once a week. You gotta keep it all in line. You gotta make sure that things are out there are true. You gotta protect yourself before you wreck yourself, you know?
What's your guilty pleasure?
Bed rotting. If you can have a Saturday or a Sunday where you can just bed rot, consider yourself one of the lucky ones.
You can switch lives with someone for a day. Who is it and why?
That's such a great question. If I could experience someone else's life for a day, I think I would want to be my husband for a day, because then I would appreciate how patient he is and what it's really like to be married to me. I think that would be such an eye-opener. I think that could be a way you can really see yourself through someone else's eyes and maybe better yourself in some areas.
3 things you can't leave home without.
3 essentials I always carry with me: my phone, hand cream, and you don't really need your wallet as much because you have Apple Pay on your phone. So my phone, hand cream, and my Prox card. Has anyone seen my, it's right there, my badge to get into the building.
If you weren't in your current profession, what alternative career would you pursue?
If I wasn't an entertainment anchor, I would be the female John Hamm, Amanda on Mad Men. I would do copywriting and jingles, and I think I would want to be a mastermind in all things marketing, because when you think about it, every single avenue in life, every arena, every profession, every product, marketing is at the core.
What's a destination that's at the top of your travel bucket list?
Fiji. I will get to Fiji one day, and I'm not just talking about the water bottle that you can buy at a gas station. I will get to the real Fiji someday soon.
What's a pun that never fails to make you laugh?
My name. If you watch The Simpsons and they would do the prank calls and Mo would answer, he would say, is there an Amanda hug and kiss? I'm looking for an Amanda hug and kiss. I mean, my name kind of just goes well with making puns.
What's an item you never leave home without when traveling?
An item I never leave home without traveling. Some hair product. You know, you gotta keep these flyaways at bay because moisture in the air, frizz everywhere.
What's a dish you could eat every day and never tire of?
Salad. In fact, some people at the station have me in their phone as Amanda Salad, and I've asked them, don't fix it. Just keep me in there as Amanda Salad.
What's a film from the past 5 years that left a lasting impression on you?
Last 5 years. Ooh. Last 5 years? All my favorite films are from back in the day. Last 5 years that left an impression on me, I would have to say Top Gun Maverick. We waited over 2 decades for that sequel, and Top Gun Maverick has left such a big impression on me. I laughed, I cried, I rooted for all of them. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, great film.
What's one skill you wish you had?
I wish I could play a musical instrument. I just want to be tickling the ivories at a restaurant, in a hotel lobby, at home. I think people who can play the piano, I'm just in awe of them. They're great.
What's a musical artist or band you can't stop listening to?
Okay, so it's not that I can't stop listening to this artist, but I love the Backstreet Boys, and anytime a Backstreet Boys song comes on, I'm bopping. I'm feeling it. So I would say the Backstreet Boys, ABBA, Sly and the Family Stone, love that. I'm trying to think of some more. Robin. I keep dancing on my own. It's like instantly in a good mood when I listen to them. Oh, and Alanis Morissette. Wait, how much time do we have? For real. Alanis Morissette, great. Also, by the way, millennials, I just restarted listening again. I had listened to them in high school. Korn. Korn fans? Korn. Falling away from me. Yeah. Yeah. Eclectic. Foo Fighters, great, you know, just eclectic. Oh, the Gin Blossoms. You know the Gin Blossoms? On Allison Road. Goo Goo Dolls? Yeah, these are great ones.
What's your go-to order at your favorite fast food place?
Go-to order at In-N-Out. I'll have a number 3. No special sauce. I know, don't come for me. No special sauce, ketchup instead, with onions. Add pickle, fries a little well done, and a cherry Coke.
What's something you hope you have accomplished in 10 years?
I want to do a TED Talk. I would love to be able to say that I've done a TED Talk one day.
What's the most adorable thing you've seen recently?
Honestly, I'm being completely honest. My coworkers' kids are so cute. I know you've seen them on social media, and I'm even talking about Phil behind the camera, has the cutest daughter, and I'm not just saying that because you're right here, but I tell him all the time how cute she is. Roxy's kids, Sandra's kids, Jen's son. I work with mommies and daddies that have the cutest kids, but my January Bones, my dog, is probably my favorite.
What's your favorite meal to cook at home?
I don't cook. My My husband is the cook, but I will tell you this. I can make a few dishes, and the one that I'm most proud of is French toast. I can make a mean French toast.
What's something that makes you happy?
Honestly, I really like my ladies walking group that I belong to. It's called Ladies Who Lunch. And we walk on the weekends and we talk about life and we get our steps in. And I just feel like such a grown-up being a part of a walking group.
What's your favorite color?
Purple. Always has been, always will be. Lavender, royal, purple.
What's a fashion trend you hope never comes back?
Low-rise jeans. There's certain people that can still pull off low-rise jeans, but let's leave that in the past. Let's leave that back in my early 20s and teen years.
How do you handle feedback or comments from others?
Why would they say? Why, who's talking about me? What is it? With humor. I mean, you have to be open and just kind of expect that people are gonna say something, and sometimes there can be some value in it, and sometimes you take it with a grain of salt.
What hashtag best represents your current state of mind?
Hashtag blessed.
If your life had a theme song, what would it be?
Okay, you guys know the song. It's I Want Candy. Okay, well, when you got a story with a side, I want Mandy. Comment on that day and night. I want Mandy. GDLA plus, and we've got a guest. I want Mandy. We'll play rapid fire and put them to the test. I want Mandy. So it would just be like when you have something and need me. I want Mandy.
What's the first thing you do to start your day on a positive note?
Take a probiotic. You have to have a healthy gut. You know, a healthy gut is what starts the day off right.
How do you unwind before going to sleep?
Okay, you can't be doom scrolling because the blue light will just keep you awake. So a little bit of laundry and maybe a little bit of magnesium does the trick.
What's a surprising fact about you that most people don't know?
I am well, they probably wouldn't be that surprised, but I am an international pun champion. Yes, I am. I beat, to get that title, I defeated a man from across the pond. So, I'm pretty proud of that.
What's a country you've always wanted to explore?
Spain. One day, I will get to Spain. When I took the 23andMe and the Ancestry test, I found out I have a lot of Spanish heritage, and I want to explore Spain.
Who would you trust to tell your life story?
I would trust my husband to tell my life story. He knows me probably the best, and he went to film school. Bonus.
What's a hidden talent you're proud of?
I can do a turkey impression. And I'm not even kidding you when they say, like, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. All the boys in high school thought it was so cute that I could do a turkey impression. Yeah, you're gonna make me do the turkey impression, of course. Okay. I'll be here all night, kids.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
I would fly. Traffic, fly. Somebody bothering you, just fly away. Think about all the gas money you would save, all the time.
How do you find beauty in everyday life?
I find beauty in everyday life because I have a second chance at life. So just waking up is beautiful in and of itself, because when you are given a second chance at life, you do look at things differently. Flowers smell a little prettier. The breeze on your hair feels a little bit better. And when you have those real belly laughs with friends, you guys know what I'm talking about.
What's your spirit animal?
My dog. Sometimes I look at her and I think that we're actually related. My dog. She's my spirit animal.
What's a memorable gift you've given someone?
When I was going through chemo, I was next to a woman and I couldn't see what she looked like because there was a curtain. And she was on the phone with a family member crying because she didn't think she could afford her medical bills to help continue her treatment. So I went to the social worker's office at the hospital and I asked if I could collect money or donate some money to her, but because I didn't know what her name was, they had a needy patient fund. And during my firefighter breakfast, in addition to the donation to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we had a needy patient fund where we raised thousands of dollars, and I gave that to City of Hope for their needy patient fund. And I just know in my heart it's gonna go to either her or somebody that can't afford their bills to pay for their medical treatment, because nobody should have to feel that kind of sadness while fighting for their life.
Designer or drugstore makeup?
Both. I have used drugstore shampoo and salon shampoo, drugstore makeup and department store makeup or Sephora. I have a mix of both.
What's a highlight from your day so far?
My highlight from my day so far is talking to you guys.
What's a challenge you faced today?
When the alarm goes off sometimes. You know when the alarm goes off, that first reaction where you go, come on, just 10 more minutes? And then 10 more minutes turns into 15 more minutes, which turns into, girl, you gotta go.
What scent brings back fond memories for you?
My grandma's house. Anytime I walk into it, it's that mix of home cooking and laundry detergent. And when I walk in, it's just my childhood all over again.
Do you prefer a hug or a kiss?
I'm Latin. I think we know the answer to that. A hot embrace. A very caliente embrace. A warm embrace.
If you could create a documentary, what would it be about?
This is a great question. I have so many ideas. Oh, I have so many ideas. From pet adoption to... Yes, okay. A documentary I would do is following the life of 3 to 5 women who are cancer survivors and their next step in that. Because everyone focuses on the diagnosis and the treatment, but they don't follow up with the survivorship of it all. So many women try then to have children, live a normal life, navigate life after cancer. So I would definitely want to do something like that, because I don't believe there's anything out there like that right now, and it could be very useful.
What's something that makes you cry?
Ooh. There was any video on social media where there's a stray animal and they rescue that animal and bring them home and give them a second chance at life. I mean, seriously, pass the tissues.
Do you prefer a bold lip or a subtle shine?
Ooh, who wrote these questions? I prefer a subtle shine for every day, but I love a bold lip for a really glamorous look. Like award season.
Who is a woman you admire and why?
My grandma. I admire my Mima so much. She's not only my grandma, she's my best friend. She's my hero. I can ask her anything and everything, and she always has an answer or the right thing to say in that moment.
How do you know you're in love?
I recognize I'm truly in love when I have the butterflies. And I'm telling you, I've known my husband for many years, and even though we're newlyweds, I get it, but he still gives me those butterflies.
What's something you're looking forward to in the near future?
Our honeymoon. Yeah. We didn't do the honeymoon right after the wedding. We're gonna most likely do it for our 1-year anniversary. You're still newlyweds at 1 year, so I am very much looking forward to that.
What's your go-to for a good laugh?
Honestly, SNL. SNL always gives me, I'm guaranteed at least a couple laughs watching SNL. And lately, they've been just slaying.
What's your favorite time of day?
When you get home from work and you take the lashes off and you can just put your flip-flops on and your sweatpants and just unwind.
What's your idea of the perfect date?
Okay, this is so old school, but I'm gonna say it. They pick you up, they knock on the door, you go in the car, they open the car door for you, you go and have a nice dinner, and then you go to a movie. And then after the movie, he looks at you and says, "Do you want ice cream?" And you go, "Oh, sure." And you have ice cream, and then he drives you home, you have your ice cream, and he walks you to the door and gives you a sweet kiss. Perfect date, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see.
What's the best compliment you've ever received?
Truly the best compliment I've ever received. I'm gonna say 2. One is Aroxia saying that she wants my brain studied at the Smithsonian one day. I think that's a pretty nice compliment. And the second one is you helped me get through cancer. I can't read compliments like that and not tear up, because if you would have said to me 6 years ago I would be getting comments like that, I would have looked at you like you were crazy. But to have a various amount of those kind of compliments makes my whole life.
When do you feel the most inspired?
Truthfully, I feel the most inspired when I bring my laptop to a coffee shop, don't look at my phone, and just start getting creative. There's something about sitting in a coffee shop with other people on their laptops that makes me feel like an overachiever and really inspired.
What makes you smile the most?
My little family, my hubby and my doggy.
What's one thing people don't know about you?
Gosh, this is a hard question for somebody who is a self-proclaimed open book. One thing people don't know about me, I actually hate wearing makeup. It's surprising, right? Because you wear every day. But I love when I can just wake up and not have to put any makeup on, which obviously I don't do Monday through Friday, but man, catch me on a weekend, fresh-faced.
Vintage or new?
Both vintage and new. I would like one day to have a vintage car and a new car.
What are 3 things you can't live without?
My husband, my dog, and film and television. I just love it. I'm always so curious about people who go home and don't watch TV, because that is just my everyday life. So I would love to pick their brain.
What's your current favorite piece of clothing that you own?
My favorite current piece of clothing would have to be, I just invested in a really nice pair of sweatpants, like the soft kind that are like butter on your skin. That would be it.
What's inspiring you in life right now?
What's inspiring me in life right now is truly my job. Every day I get to be creative. Every day I get to pitch stories that I care about, and that keeps me going and the juice is flowing. There's a lot happening. Stay tuned.
What's something you notice about someone when you first meet them?
Their heart. I feel that you can tell someone's a good person within the first 5 minutes of getting to know them.
What's your biggest regret?
My biggest regret, if I'm being completely honest, real and raw, is not freezing my eggs. I think that will be the deepest regret ever. But when you're 34, you think you have plenty of time. So if you're watching this and you're a woman and you're on the fence and you have the financial means to do it, I would tell you to do it.
What's your favorite board game?
Life. Life. For sure. Let's play Life. Taboo. I like Pictionary. Uno. It's not really a board game, but yeah.
What book did you most recently finish?
Book question. I think it was the Britney Spears memoir, The Woman in Me.
What are you currently reading?
My emails. I do not have a book right now. I did belong to a book club, but that only lasted 6 months.
Who is your biggest inspiration or motivator?
My dad. My dad is my biggest motivator because whenever I say I can't, my dad says, but you can, and you will.
How do you start your day?
I start my day with figuring out where my dog is on the bed because she sleeps with me. Is she either on my head? Is she next to my husband? Is she in the middle? Because you don't want to squish them, so you have to figure out, wait, where's the baby? Where's the dog? Okay, we're good.
What's your favorite holiday?
Halloween! My favorite holiday is Halloween. It's the best. It kicks off the best season of fall. Halloween all day, baby.
If you could raid one woman's closet, whose would it be?
Cher Horowitz, circa 1999, Clueless. I would raid her closet. And she has the cool vintage software where it matches things for you. Yeah, for sure.
What's one thing you've always wanted to try, but have been too scared to do?
Ooh, one thing I've always wanted to try, but too scared to do. I would say, I think maybe, I'm too scared to do skydiving, but I love watching those videos. It is the closest feeling to flying. So I'm too scared to skydive, but man, if I was a little bit braver, how cool would that be?
What's the one thing you wish you knew at age 19?
One thing I wish I would have known at 19 is that the boy I'm crying over is not going to be my forever person. I really wish I could go back and tell that Amanda that. Man, guys, this is like therapy. It's like therapy.
Where was the best vacation you've ever taken?
My grandma's 80th birthday, I took her to Hawaii, and me and her sat on a Hawaiian beach together and just laughed, and that will forever be my favorite vacation. Aloha Amanda, Mahalo Mima was the name of our album.
What's something you can't do?
Well, we know I can't play the piano because I wish I could play the piano. I can't go out to dinner with friends and I can't turn off the interviewer sometimes. I'm always asking questions. I'm the question asker. I'm just naturally curious.
What's a movie that made you cry?
Oh man, I cry at so many movies. The Notebook. I mean, let's just be, obvious. The Notebook, for sure.
What's your favorite exercise?
Pilates. I love Pilates.
Which movie makes you laugh the hardest?
I love me some A Night at the Roxbury. Everyone, right? You, me, you from out of town, you. Yeah.
What do you usually eat for lunch?
Salad. I love a salad. Sweet greens, California Chicken Cafe.
What do you usually eat for dinner?
Salad, sweet greens, California Chicken Cafe. Or I love a pasta. Pasta with shrimp, chicken and roasted vegetable, salmon and mashed potatoes. Yeah.
What do you usually eat for breakfast?
See, I need to be better about eating breakfast, but usually a banana or a yogurt and a double shot of espresso. Double shot of espresso, a banana, and maybe a yogurt.
What are 3 words to describe living in Los Angeles?
Leave earlier, silly. You have to, whatever it tells you, if it's 30 minutes to get someplace, add 10 more minutes to that. You're going to be sitting in traffic. So if you want to get to places on time, leave earlier, silly.
Do you like surprises?
I love surprises, but it's very hard to surprise me.
What's one thing you had to learn the hard way?
Wow. One thing I had to learn the hard way, being a part of an HOA. There's a lot of rules, and you just kind of have to learn that you just have to follow it. It'll make your life a lot easier.
What's something you're tired of?
I am, oh wow. There's so much. One thing I'm tired of. Oh, you know what? One thing I'm tired of is I am tired of always being the person that does the inviting in my friend group. I would like to be invited to places too. I feel like I'm always the one to make the plans. I would like someone to make plans with me. You know, I'm always the initiator, and I would like someone to initiate with me. This really is like therapy.
Who do you turn to when you're sad?
My grandma. I turn to my grandma when I'm sad.
What did you want to do with your life at the age of 12?
Exactly what I'm doing now. Hey, 12-year-old Amanda, you're doing it.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you about life right now?
Very excited. I just got married. I don't have to plan a wedding anymore. Check, check. I get to do my dream job every day. I get to get puppy kisses from my little January bones. Life's good. Name that movie. Jack Black. Oh, I'm good. I'm real good. Nobody?
If you could do a love scene with anyone, who would it be?
And I could get away with it? Aaron Taylor Johnson. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson. Or John David Washington.
What's the biggest surprise you've had?
It's really hard to surprise me. I would say last year for my birthday, our executive producer got my mom to come on air and say happy birthday. That was a pretty big surprise. I did not see that coming.
Style icon?
Style icon, ooh, wow. Honestly, so many. But the first one that pops in my head is Bianca Jagger. She had great style. Still does.
What's one ingredient you put in everything?
Rice vinegar. I love rice vinegar. Salad, chicken, rice. I love rice vinegar. Have you guys had rice vinegar? It's great.
What 3 people, living or dead, would you like to make dinner for?
3 people. You know what? Honestly, my family. I would love to host like a nice family dinner with me in the kitchen cooking a really wonderful meal.
What's your biggest fear in life?
My biggest fear in life is having more regrets than risks. It should be the other way around. You should take more risks than have regrets.
What's your current TV obsession?
Paradise on Hulu. Love Paradise, and obviously The White Lotus. Those are my 2 shows right now.
Favorite app?
TikTok.
Best advice you'd give your teenage self?
Hang out with the people that make you feel like there's sunshine on your face. Hang out with the people that bring out your sparkle. Don't hang out with anyone that dims your light. And know that when you have a problem, it will get better.
A book that everyone should read.
The Inner Game of Tennis. It's not so much about tennis and more about life.
What would you like to be remembered for?
I would like to be remembered for being kind, for being an advocate for cancer survivors, and for being witty.
What do you love most about yourself?
My mind. I do value my mind. And I always say I'd rather be called witty than pretty. I mean, listen, I'll take both, but I always think it's more complimentary to be witty than pretty.
Best way to take a rest or decompress?
Blinds closed. I need to have some kind of noise. So white noise from the TV or my phone and my doggy by my side. And then I can take a little nap. A little like disco nap.
Favorite place to view art?
New York City.
If your life were a song, what would the title be?
Amanda Hug and Kiss.
If you could master one instrument, what would it be?
The piano. For sure the piano. But I'm sorry, how hot are female drummers? Okay? Sheila E., anyone thinking about that? Yeah. I think if piano for sure, but wow, let's get some more lady drummers in the mix.
If you had a tattoo, where would it be?
If I had a tattoo, I would either put it on my wrist or here on the rib cage.
Dolphins or koalas?
I've kissed a dolphin before in Mexico and it was the cutest thing. I love dolphins. But I've never met a koala and I would really like some koala tea time with one of them too.
Best gift you've ever received?
Best gift I've ever received? Right here in Big Bear.
Least favorite color?
I just don't pull off an orange. Sometimes I do. I like to eat oranges and I love the color orange for pumpkins, but I just feel like it's not my color.
Pilates or yoga?
Pilates.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
What's the weirdest word in the English language?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Both.
Stairs or elevator?
Both.
Summer or winter?
Winter.
You're stuck on an island. You can pick one food to eat forever without getting tired of it. What would you eat?
Wow. I'm boring again. I'm gonna say salad, but like a really good mixed salad.
A dessert you don't like?
Oh, a dessert I don't like? I'm just not a big flan person. Do you like flan? Yeah, I'm not a big flan person.
A skill you're working on mastering?
Time management.
What's a positive affirmation you're focusing on today?
Probably the Serenity Prayer is always a good affirmation. There are certain things you can control and certain things you can't, and you just pray to know the difference.
Best thing about the sit?
Hanging out with you guys. Hello? You guys are still there, right? Was it something I said?